In this video, I will explain how to find a Nash equilibrium in a 3x3 game. So let's jump right into an example. Let's say we have some game here where we have two players. We have player 1 and player 2. Both players can choose either weak, medium, or strong as their strategy. And this payoff matrix shows the payoff that each player will get based on the strategy that they choose. So the first value in each cell shows the payoff for player 1, and the second value in each cell shows the payoff for player 2. So let's see if we can find the Nash equilibrium of this game. The way we're going to do that is we're going to say, okay, let's imagine we're player 1. If I'm player 1, I'm going to analyze the actions of player 2. So if player 2 chooses weak as their strategy, I, as player 1, should I choose weak and get a payoff of 6, medium and get a payoff of 4, or strong and get a payoff of 2? Well, the best payoff would be the 6 right here. That's the highest value. So I should choose weak as my strategy. So let's go ahead and underline that in red. Then we'll say, okay, what if player 2 chooses medium as their strategy? I, as player 1, should I choose weak, medium, or strong? Well, weak, again, gives me the highest payoff, so I should choose weak. So let's underline that in red as well. And then lastly, we'll say, okay, what if player 2 chooses strong as their strategy? Should I, as player 1, should I choose weak, medium, or strong as my strategy? Well, again, weak gives the highest payoff, so I should choose weak. So let's underline that red as well. And what we're going to notice is that for player 1, the strategy of weak is known as a dominant strategy, because no matter what player 2 decides to do, no matter whether player 2 chooses weak, medium, or strong, weak always gives player 1 the best possible outcome. So weak is a dominant strategy for player 1. So let's just note that. Okay, next we're going to imagine that we're player 2, and we'll say, okay, let me analyze the actions of player 1. If player 1 chooses weak as their strategy, then I, as player 2, should I choose weak and get a payoff of 6, medium and get a payoff of 4, or strong and get a payoff of 2? Well, the highest payoff would be the 6 right here. So player 2 should choose weak as their strategy. So let's underline that one in blue. And then player 2 will say, okay, what if player 1 chooses medium as their strategy? I, as player 2, should I choose weak, medium, or strong as my strategy? Well, the highest payoff would be medium right here, this 7. So I will choose medium as my strategy. So let's underline that in blue. And then lastly, player 2 will say, okay, what if player 1 chooses strong as their strategy? I, as player 2, should I choose weak, medium, or strong as my strategy? Well, weak gives the highest payoff, so I should choose weak. So let's underline that in blue as well. And what we're going to notice for player 2 is that they do not have a dominant strategy. In other words, the strategy that gives them the best payoff is dependent on which strategy player 1 chooses. So let's note that as well. So there is no dominant strategy for player 2. And what we're going to notice is that our Nash equilibrium is going to be any cell that has both values underlined, which is this cell right here. So this is our Nash equilibrium in this game. What that means is that when both player 1 plays weak and player 2 plays weak, then neither player can have any regrets about their decision because they chose the best possible strategy that gave them the best outcome based on the strategy chosen by the other player. So that is how you can find the Nash equilibrium in a 3x3 game.